morning, you guys. How are you? Monday. I just wanted to take a few minutes today, and I probably will do this every morning this week, explaining my strategy to deliver this program to new levels, depending on where you're at, what your goals are, and what your limitations are. And that's individual, and I can help you individually, okay? So after a year and a half of delivering this program that's basic, I find that everybody has a different goal because they're at a different starting place. So by doing this, I can explain to you what pieces and parts to use, when to stay because you need extra work for your chest, and when to skip the extra cardio because you're trying to build, and just different strategies for different people. So for today, let's just talk about today. We've got chest and shoulders. That first 3 sections before the pink line, that's our basic program, okay? If you need more work for your chest, or you're up in your game and you want to put more time in, depending on if your shoulders can handle it and other factors involved are conducive to it, then you're going to stay for another section, which is, I figure that this full program will go about 10-15 minutes more than we have been doing. So I'm hoping to shoot for myself to train 45 minutes a day doing my workouts. I'm just in a new mindset where I want to take myself to the next level. I'm feeling healthy, I'm feeling strong. I've got a wide open schedule coming for me in the next for the next session anyways, probably for the summer. So I decided that, you know, I'm gonna fool around with my training plan. And you're gonna see the full training plan of mine, and then I'm going to be able to, again, tell you individually what parts of it you should join me with, and what parts you should just back off because you don't need it, all right? So today, chest and delts, and they're put together. So when you're doing the basic program, and I have delts and shoulders again on Thursday, you won't need them. You're not at that point, okay? So just be aware that I have really manipulated this program so the rest and recovery periods in between body parts are conducive for everybody. And when I've popped in the cardio, it's conducive for everybody. And if I suggest you do more cardio, then you and I can talk. Like, what machines do you have available? Are you going to be walking outside? Are you going to be running outside? Are you going to be swimming? And then individually, and that's the best way to handle this, if you need extra cardio, if your body is strong and can handle an increase in intensity and volume, we'll talk about that, all right? That means that your recovery, all your basics have to be dead on, right? You need to be sleeping well, you need to be eating well, you need to be recovering well, and you need to be managing your issues well, all right? So keep the basics in mind, and bear with me as I throw out this tidbit of general information for everybody. And I highly recommend that you contact me maybe next week. Let's just go through this week together, and then we can start really focusing in on what, where, who, why, how, all right? So today is Monday, chest and delts. So we're just gonna go into a deficit push-up. With the deficits, you're taking your body below parallel, so it's quite a bit more pressure on your shoulders, which on a shoulder delt day, you know, that's what you want. Before you go into deficit push-ups, make sure that your basic push-up is good and you're strong and your muscles are feeling it. So we've got 10 of these. then a push-up hold. Maybe count to 30. Twenty. And I counted to 30. I counted 1001, 1002, okay? And that's gonna obviously get way more difficult in the next two sets. So you might go to 20 seconds next time, and you might go to 15 or 10 seconds. You might bring it up onto your knees and just hold it in this kind of a hold, okay? So when you're ready, we're gonna go back to 10 more deficit push-ups. Deficit means you're going below parallel. Good. Yeah. My mind is just whirling. Like, this is probably the biggest challenge I've put on myself. I said, I am going to keep progressing with my group, and I'm going to move to... So far, I think I'm doing okay. Good rest there, okay? And then come back when you're ready. And then the hold. I got 20 on that one. I don't know what your count is. Oh, I didn't make it to 30. Yeah. The idea would be to fail, right? You don't want to say, oh, I got to get 30 seconds out or I'm a failure. Failure is good in this case. We're going to go for a dumbbell shoulder press next. An Arnold press. So we're going to focus on shoulders next, and then we'll come back to some chest at the next section, okay? Here we go, deficit push-up. Yeah, my push-ups are really failing right now. I'm going to take a little rest before I go into the push-up iso hold. And you're going to strategize and complete this set the best you can, all right? There's 20. Oh, that's it. I got about 23 seconds. All right, dumbbell shoulder press. You can actually sit for this. Let's do that. Dumbbell shoulder press. I'm gonna give this a go. There. And then the Arnold press. Palms, fists facing you, and then they rotate up. And again, if you have shoulder issues, you might not be doing that. You might even just stick in a range that works for you. This is the Scott press. I think the Scott press is, it just keeps it in a range that's conducive for your injury or your limitation. All right, play with that. And then the scoop. Got that? Okay, let's get some weights for these guys. I might need to change a bit here too. Okay, and a press. I was holding on pretty tight there. Watch the grip. That tension will travel, okay? And as well, as you fatigue, you might want to throw them up there and then you snap that elbow. There's a problem there too. So controlled movements with reasonable weight. Bang. Arnold. And 8. Ooh boy. And then your scoop, okay? Front. What is it, 10? Good. I am pretty sure I'm going to have to all right, little rest. When you're increasing the volume and the weight, you're going to fatigue. So take the recovery so that you can get the next triple set out. I've already seen something on this board that I want to flip around. I want to for the people that are just staying for the half hour, beginning is the dumbbell chest press. We're going to go down to the second one, and then whoever's staying for level 2 will be going into the drop sets for the lateral raises and the pulses. Okay? Hang in there. There's going to be some quick shifts for this whole week while I get my head organized and wrapped around this. Press. 8, Arnold press. That rotation is really going to put some challenge into that shoulder. So if you've got problems with the shoulders, be aware. Scoop. Give it a rest. If you're following along, if you've written out the workout on a board and you're watching it, we're moving down to the dumbbell chest press next. If you're just following along with my voice, there's a change coming up. We're going to go to another chest movement. Ooh. Tingles. I wanted to do this. Beautiful. Third set, shoulder press. Arnold. Good. tighter on those last couple. Really gotta stay vigilant. When we come to Thursday's workout, I want you to remember how much shoulders you did today. And that may be enough. These need to recover before you work them again. So it might just be once a week you're doing them, and that's today. And then on Thursday, when I call for a dedicated delt day, you might take it to your cardio, or you might take it to your stretch, or you might take it to your physiotherapy work. All right? So 12, just a basic bench press. And then you're gonna get your bands, and you're just gonna max out on lateral pulses, okay? After what we just did, max is gonna be like 2. So, what I would also suggest is that you get your room set up so that you can, I just move my weights closer, because with these kind of workouts, you're really gonna be using a lot of your equipment, so you want it like in your fort. Good. I got that lateral band here. Everything is ready. So what is this, a 12 rep set? Perfect. I'm gonna go fairly heavy. I'm just gonna play with this and see. 12 reps is not your heaviest lift, but certainly challenging. So this is, we're going down. We're not at the drop sets right now, okay? Let's go. Safe transition, good, and make sure you're paying attention, all right, to reaction. I'm already feeling a little bit of chatter. It's talking to me. So I gotta get through this workout safely, and I gotta remember on what Thursday, did I recover well? Am I ready for another delt day? I got 20 out of that. I'd say what's fair, anywhere between 10 and 20. You might go further. It depends on the resistance that you have on your band, right? 3 sets of dumbbell chest press. Actually, I didn't realize that we needed to rotate, but again, 2 rotation at the very beginning of this cycle. I don't think it's necessary until you really get in step with the volume increase and other factors, all right? So if you're just going straight on for a bench press, which is what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go for a straight bench press, and I'm just gonna allow my shoulder to get with the program. We got a new program. Pow! So if I were to be doing, it's not too bad, I would just rotate to my fingertips with my pinkies together. and the lateral band pulse. And 15 for me on that one. Last set here for the dumbbell chest press. Ooh. So we're moving into the end of what would be our regular session. You're going to take it one step further. You'll stay for one more set of exercises. Be aware, it's like at the very beginning of a work to start training is like, in the first 2 weeks, your body's just trying to do everything it used to do and the new stuff that you're telling it to do. And by 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in, you hit a wall. And you kind of have to ease through that. It's not simple to up any, it shouldn't be. I mean, you should be challenged, right? So when you move up to the next level, or if you're just beginning, I mean, you're going through the same thing. You hit a wall around 2-3 weeks. Alrighty, this is it for your chest workout with delts. And 12 for me, okay? So that's it. That's yeah, that's about a 25-minute workout. You should know at this point if that's like where you stop. Like right now, I feel like that is the workout that we usually do, and I'm going to take it 1-2 steps beyond, and I'm going to watch the shoulder. All right? These are decisions you're going to have to make, or you're going to have to call me, or text me, or message me, and we have to do this together. So now we're at the drop set. So it's 3 drop sets. That means you go 10 reps till you're fatigued. You drop the weight and you do another 10. Can't do anymore. Drop the weight and your last 10. So in reality, this is a 30 rep set. All right? Lateral raise, we just did those pulses. So this is gonna hammer it. And then, oh, we should have done the pulses there. Then we're going to go to the upright row. See? I'm all mixed up, but we're going to get a good workout in. So we're going to go bang for the drop sets, and then we're going to go upright row. Whew! So, literally, I am starting off with 8. Because we've done so much, right, already. So I'm just going to have my dumbbells all lined up for my drops. And usually I would just leave them on the rack and just go to the rack and do them, okay? You set your space up the way it works for you. If this is too much, go to 2 drop sets. Heavier and lighter, 20 reps, all right? And then your upright rows will probably be one of these. So let's go for 10. Drop. I might have been able to go up heavier, I don't know. caution you guys, you recover, you come back next week and you make new decisions. It's not a loss if you don't hit your numbers today. Experimentation. £3, but 2 different companies, and the grips are different. I just noticed that today after 25 years. Good, and then your upright row. For 10 or 12. And 12. So that internal rotation might not be your thing. Pay attention, okay? 2 more sets of this, and then you could call it a day. You could go do your cardio. Alrighty. Yeah. I'm going to be all over the place for a little while, but I feel confident that this is going to work really nicely for all of us. Good. Here we go for our second drop set. 3 drops or 2 drops, it's up to you. And 10. Watch the tension build in your neck. Take a split second to shake it out. I think if I put those lateral band pulses after this, we would be in tears. I'm glad it worked out this way. Should be burning like a butter. But you're hitting the numbers and you're hitting the position and you're keeping safe, all right? There's no use hammering out all those reps and damaging something, right? Hit the reps that affect you. Rest. Upright row. Squeeze those shoulders at the top. It's just not my elbows pulling those up and down. It's my shoulders and my traps pulling that weight up, okay? So concentration and thought and focus is up here. That area is contracting and your arms and elbows follow, all right? If your first thought is lift the weight, lift the weight, lift the weight, you're not getting the muscle that you need. Squeeze, squeeze and sip. Tara, you have the sip and shock, and I have the squeeze and sip. Fully recover. Nine and 10, good. Focus, hit the muscle, hit the contraction, split second acknowledgement. Good. Oh, those 3 feet, they feel like hundreds. Hundreds and hundreds. Look at you guys. There is no use increasing volume, increasing intensity, increasing time, because you think that might get you to where you're going faster. You have to understand it does not work that way. If you're not prepared for more volume, with strong habits, the extra volume is going to cause problems, okay? It's going to inhibit your progress. So, don't do it just to do it. Text me and we'll talk about it. And I will teach you. I will teach you. Good progression, all right? You gotta know when to back off. And just be assured, I will be watching for myself too. I mean, I can't imagine the stress I'm under right now. Plus, I wanna increase my training schedule. So I am well aware at some point I'm gonna have to say, hey, you know, slow it down or take some extra recovery or something. Something's gonna give soon. Alrighty, so this is where you alright, that's the next level. This last one, what is it? Full rotation press. We're coming from here all the way up, okay? So I think they also call it a key press. Rear Delt Fly is for the back of our shoulders, and wide row, again, for our shoulders, okay? So this is beautiful. This is beautiful. But I am not going to use my heavy ones. Realize the amount of work we've just done, the fatigue and the stress that our joints are under, and choose wisely. If you're coming into this last set with me, just check out the time and see, does that work out with your schedule? You don't want to force it and stay if you don't have the time. The workout is good. I mean, these last exercises are going to cause a problem if you're in a hurry and if you're not focused in on it. If you don't have the time and you have to run out the door, you're not going to be, you know, getting optimal set here. So give yourself this next week or two to adjust your schedule, adjust your time, see if it's even necessary for you. Okay? Full rotation. So, excuse me, I'm going to take it into a reverse grip press, and I'm going to rotate it up. And then I'm going to come back down. Safe down. Now I truly believe that one needs to slow down and really focus on each part of that movement, okay? And watch your body talk to you. It will talk to you. Rear Delt Fly. Now that's for the back of the shoulders. And then the wide row here, you can see it's in line with your upper back, and really think about the shoulder activity here. I honestly am hoping to not rush through these workouts, but get it down to about 40 minutes. I don't want to spend any more time in the gym like anybody, but I know that every once in a while, and it might just be for the next 6 weeks to 12 weeks, hammer it, and then I'll take it back and do a deload session or a cardio session or a more cut session so that I'll lean out the muscle, right? There's so many ways to manipulate all the factors that come together to make a fit physique. Full rotation press. What are we at now? 8:08. So yeah, we're going on to 40. We should be done in 45 minutes, which is fair enough, okay? But again, you've got to make the adjustments to your, and then bring it down. almost like that Arnold press, but in a flat press position. Good. Rear Delt Fly. Shoulders. Wide row, again, same muscle group that we're targeting. Beautiful. Last set. So, if you're staying for the increased volume, that's it, you guys. It's not a heck of a lot more. You don't have to do anything crazy. You don't have to spend 3 hours. You got to do this much more, all right? And then you've got to be vigilant watching your recovery, because even just this much more is going to put pressure on your body, right? Good. Last set, right here. Safe in, safe out. Do not forget all of the old cues that are just basics. Take care. In and out, exit properly, grip, snapping, acknowledge. Those are all a given, right? Let's go. Wide row. Anytime you're working shoulders, it's going to be relative lightweight. They're small muscle group responsible for the prime movement. And very rarely are you going to see huge weight being lifted for shoulders. That's it, you guys. That's the extended. If you got through it, great. But the next step is to see how you recover from it. And we're not going to really truly know that for a little while. So be aware. When we hit delts next on Thursday, just be aware for beginners or people with limitations or muscle soreness or joint soreness. This is enough for a basic program, okay? When we add delts again on Thursday, that's overload, all right? You gotta be ready for overload. I'm gonna cut the talking. I think I got my point across, and I am gonna repeat this over and over again this week, and then we're like into our next 6 weeks together. Alrighty? Have a super day, you guys. Thanks for coming, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.